Let's read Crunch and Crack, Oink and Whack, an onomatopoeia story. Onomatopoeia are words that sound like the sounds they are. Oh, come on. See? Onomatopoeia, the naming of a thing or an action by imitating or mimicking its sound, as in beep, moo, and splash. Okay, ready for this? This will be a fun one. It's Onomatopoeia Day in Ms. Garcia's class at Clip Clop Country School for girls and boys. The buses, cars, and kids arrive in groups of 3 or 4 and 5. The hallways hum and buzz with all their noise. One day every year, the students go out on a hunt, a favorite exercise of Ms. Garcia, to search the grounds and school for something interesting and cool. It's what is known as onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is a special kind of word that imitates the sound of what is named. Bang is one, and so is buzz, and click, and snap, and clang, because the words and how they sound are much the same. See, Onomatopoeia Day. Bang, buzz, click, snap, ribbit. The kids begin exploring in the science lab or gym, or undertake a band room expedition. They'll go to where there'll be a lot of onomatopoeia and call it out by name, 'cause it's their mission. See, here they are in science, here they are by the lockers, there they are in music class, and there they are in the gym. There's somebody in their office. Yep. The school is tucked among a brook, a meadow, and a farm that's home to chickens, goats, and cows and sheep. Bah! Yelled out Mackenzie. Logan added in a frenzy, moo and cluck and chirp and also cheep. Babble, called out Alex as she peered into the brook, then flutter as she spied a butterfly. Quack, said Isla loudly, as Dakota pointed proudly and said honk just as a goose was passing by. Mrs. Pryor's workshop is where Vivian heard a clink, and Levi wrote down buzz and click and whir. A long, metallic, steady ching came from this wheel-like wiry thing. A tiny motored fan gave off a purr. All those sounds in the science section. Outside Mr. Hernan's room, Fiona noted twang, a rat-a-tat, a breed, an oom-pa-pa, a jingle-jangle, toot and tap, a blare, a rattle, ting and clap, a plink, a plunk, a boom, a wah-wah-wah. Lily racked up several more inside the gym that day, like dribble, bounce, and swish, and crack, and crunch, and crack. Whoosh as tennis balls were hit, thud when baseballs reached a mitt, then later huff and puff, and whiff and whack. Just inside the restroom is where Brooke detected drip and ping and sputter and also splash and sprinkle. Pam said softly, splatter, then Avery, pitter-patter, along with whisper, fizz, and flush and tinkle. Mrs. Joyce's science labs where Bryce observed a gurgle, and Ruby heard a hiss come from the beakers. Both heard spurts and ringing and the sound of timers dinging and a high-pitched squeak from Mrs. Joyce's sneakers. Late that afternoon, the classroom had a buzz about it when everyone, including Ms. Garcia, gathered sharing what they'd found. Each zip and plop and screeching sound, each captured bit of onomatopoeia. The principal walked by and heard a belch, a bray, a burp, meow, a shriek and grunt, a whoop and whoosh. When she heard the loudest screecher, she assumed they had no teacher, and she opened up the door and shouted, "Shush!" All right, there's more examples of onomatopoeia. Animal noises, mechanical noises, human noises, water noises, and miscellaneous noises. Lots of noises. Okay, and that was Crunch and Crack, Oink and Whack, an onomatopoeia story.